A very good evening to all of my the brightest champ of India. I am going to give you a very short and motivational story. And this story is totally dedicated to our student member and our younger, elder. Everyone can take the message from this story. I have had a number of story and I selected one of them. Title of the story is Take a Responsibility by Own means be responsible. The story is there was a forest very near the pond and had very huge amount of organism range from land to bird, insect, etc. Unfortunately, one day there was a huge wind blow and one little spark got converted into havoc and very disastrous fire. An entire forest came into the effect and started burning at a very high rate. Every animal tried to escape from that place and they ran away except one tiny bird. The situation continuously became precarious. Real story, my friend, is started here when every animal tried to run away, tried to flee. But at that time, a tiny bird didn't do this. Then what they did? What the tiny bird did this? My friend, now this tiny bird started searching for water for mitigate this fire because they wanted to leave their own place. They wanted to take this responsibility. Unfortunately, they found the nearest pond, and after that, the little tiny bird started dip their small beak into the pond and took a very small amount of water, and again they ran away to the near the forest and they poured a very small amount of water and again flew away to the pond, again took their dip and took a very small amount of water, very small drop of water, and again flew away to the fired forest and again pour, and they did it continuously they doing this. At this point, my friend, we will have thinking that what was this stupidity, isn't it? You think that what would have been? I'm telling you what had been after that. The whole disastrous fire had stopped. Think how. At starting, I said, very responsible and honest. Whenever you're responsible and honest towards your goal, one thing you should remember: anyone would help you or not, but God will definitely help you. And as this was happened with this tiny bird, God is seeing everything, my friend. When the bird was doing their responsibility, God was also seeing her work. Our nature was seeing everything and every situation, the God with us. And when they saw this tiny bird's optimism, their responsibility, you maybe believe or not, the God start raining. There was huge raining and whole disastrous fire stopped within few minutes, my friend, and again looked like as earlier. When all the other organism again came, they saw how it was happened with a drop of water only. You know, that was not only a few drops of water, my dear friend. That was really a honest, optimistic, and responsible effort. Though it was very minuscule, but at it had full intensity, dedication, enthusiasm. When all these positive point with us, at that point, God will definitely help us. Definitely help us. Believe me, God will definitely help us. This is the truth. Though this is something hypothetical story, but at this is true. Moral of this story: be responsible, optimistic, honest toward your dream, no matter how people believing, behaving, are doing with you or with themselves. You have to believe. You have to believe on your inner voice. You have to believe on your potential. You have to believe on your optimism. There is no point that you be pessimistic. You always be optimistic. Always be responsible. Thank you for listening me.